But I'm the Biggest Loser presented with the Moon family, and I'm like, all right, I've got 4 women. You know, this is how I'm going to train them. You know, this is how I see life, my reality. And I soon learnt that I needed to get in touch with my feminine side. You know, rather quickly. I got to a point in training those girls that I was prepared to throw in the towel and turn my back on civilian life and go back to the army. That's how much it tested me, both personally and professionally. And I saw it through. I realised through that pain, you know, that the old saying, you know, what is worse, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret? And we all know which one, you know, sucks the most. Yes, the pain of regret. But there's a lot of people out there that they're full of fear, they're afraid, they lack confidence, there's a lot of anxiety, you know, in their lives, all of those things. And they hear CrossFit and they watch some of the videos and it scares the absolute bejeebers out of them, you know, or they admire certain sports, you know, maybe, you know, your AFL or the cricket or the football or the like. But again, you know, trying to, you know, extend themselves and do the type of training that they're doing might be a challenge. What I've found myself, I believe, is I cover, you know, that full spectrum. I'm like in boxing, how they say, helping to bridge the gap between those people who are already engaged in those sports and doing those things and the ones who aren't, you know, giving them that sense of hope and the ability to achieve. Because there's a lot of people out, and I've got mates that have gyms and things like that, and they've come from the army, so I haven't forgotten you. I haven't forgotten. And they're addressing the 2%ers. They're addressing the people who, you know, if they could, they'd be competing for a gold medal or doing just out there crazy stuff. But then 98% of the population, they just want to be better. They just want to not suck at life. You know, they want to just have a foundation that enables them to be able to run a little bit, to be able to lift a little bit, to not have chronic pain, you know, and a lot of those things. And that's majority of our market. Those 2%, trying to tap into that stuff, that's pretty hard. Yeah, and a lot of those people are self-motivated. They're ready to go at a moment's notice. They want other people around them that are driven and motivated and to just push them that little bit more. It's like the whole return. A Biggest Loser contestant comes onto the show. They're 200 kilos. They just look at a treadmill and they lose weight. Yeah, and then in a month's time, they realise they've got to use the treadmill to continue losing weight. Yeah, so the return they get on what it is that they do gets harder. So they get, you know, the return at the start is massive. You know, a month down the track, they have to work harder to get the same return. Or we've all seen, I've seen, you know, stood in the weighing rooms freaking time and time again. They've all stood up on the scales and they've cried their eyes out about how they haven't lost enough weight. And they put the camera on me and I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm disengaged because I know where it all happens is in the bloody gym, you know, or in the kitchen, you know, making sure that they eat right. To me, yes, we may look at ourselves as individuals, but we're never independent. We're dependent upon one another and everything. Yeah, we never achieve anything on our own. Yeah, we all rely on something or someone to help us out. You know, you're all here at Sage doing a course, you know, doing something to gain a qualification to do something other and move through. You know, don't ever think that you're independent and on your own. Try not to go within too much. It's more about what you can do outwards in helping others and the like. And that's the reason a lot of you are in this room. And that's an intrinsic motivation and reward. And why do you keep doing The Biggest Loser? Because I'm helping people change their lives. Yeah? And that helps me in what it is that I'm doing as well. I'm not just growing, as I said at the start, professionally. It's helping me grow personally as an individual as such and, you know, fit in amongst, you know, society.